cidade é grande, as pessoas muitas, e eu por aí, sem te encontrar, vou pedir a Oxalá. Oxalá quem quiser, Oxalá quem
Welcome to Daytime Live and a special welcome to the students from Mona High who are here with us today. Hey.
Mona people,
Hello.
Mona no boys,
Hey. That's right.
That must say, which school are they again?
Where are they? Oh, it's us.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
big up yourself, Mona High. With us today as well, we also have DJ Murilo Carvalho in the house. Make some noise, DJ! From Brazil, see?
Yeah. DJ, I mean DJ.
Muy bien.
DJ Mario.
And I love the Brazil shirt as well.
Hey, me like how daytime life can fly in DJ from Brazil.
Listen, whatever
Listen,
you
a
want.
very special welcome to everyone tuning in via onespotmedia.com. And if you're watching from home, I see you, just like how you see us. But you want to be here live, all you have to do is come on down to Television Jamaica every Tuesday and Friday.
Woo!
Doors open at 12:15 and seating starts at 12:30 p.m. sharp. So reach out from like 12, so you know, say early.
Yeah, and get like a cup of tea, like a coffee, something, you know? What I mean? Like a coffee, get like a drink.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on Instagram and X or Threads or, you know. Our handle for that is at TVJ_Daytime Live. And on Facebook, we're just one long word. It's at TVJ Daytime Live, all right? By the way, guys, one of the missed episode last week or 2 months ago, no worry about it. You can watch back episodes on onespotmedia.com. Plus, we're up on YouTube. Just search for Daytime Live TVJ and you'll find us, all right?
So today is officially Good Friday. Some people call it Easter Friday, some call it Holy Friday. And we're starting off today by saying one good thing we have done recently. I'll go first.
One new thing, one good thing. Oh, good.
Good.
I heard something.
Good. I guess it's outside of yourself. So I have my show Slightly Unhinged, right? And I also always try to take in my production team. So on the performers, he came all the way from Montego Bay by a bus.
Pan boss?
Boss.
Costa boss?
Right. And he finished performing like 7:30 in the night. I'm going to ensure, say, I'm going to pay early and sell the extra something here. Or up and go on back here. Yeah, man.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Anyway.
If you get like an extra
Yeah, but
something.
it's the
I
small
like that.
things.
It's the little
small
things.
things. Yeah.
And especially when it's something that you don't expect as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he was going back to Montego.
Yeah.
Man.
My thing that I've done recently is after a year and 6 months, I've decided to get my big back to the gym. No more big back, no more. I am back in the gym. That's a good thing that I've done for myself.
Clapper.
Right? Working out. Health is wealth. No more big back over here. All right. Guys, it's time for Buzz. Why stop laughing? It's true. It's time for Buzz. Now, recently, Black Excellence was celebrated at the MOBO Awards with some of our favorite Jamaican acts taking center stage. People, because we got it like that over here at Daytime Live. Presenter and producer at the BBC, Karen Gabay, joins us now to give us all the tea on the award show. Karen?
Hello.
Hi, Karen, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, all right.
Let's jump right into it. The show overall, how was it?
Ooh, all right.
Well, it was a wonderful show. What was so exciting for the people in the city where I am in Manchester, England, was that it was the first time that the MOBOs had ever visited the city of Manchester. So it's been going for 30 years. It was a landmark year. And as a result, they brought in all the heavy hitters, should we say. So the show kicked off with Flo, British R&B girl group who have done amazingly well in the States as well. We had Shensaya, Pharrell was receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award from Nile Rodgers. We had Slick Rick,
Oh, yes.
who's a British Jamaican, one of hip hop's finest. He performed with Estelle, so special appearance from them. You know, end to end, we had some just like great artists performing. Shensia, as you can see there, Shensia closed the show. And yes, over 20,000 people were in the arena to watch. It was a wonderful thing.
So Karen, we're now gonna make your glance over the team. So like you said, Shensia made her debut performance at the awards this year. What was the atmosphere like? Whenever we see it all over social media, what was the reception like? What was the atmosphere like during her performance? Because she closed the show, right?
Well, it's even before she sat on the stage because Eve, the rapper, was co-hosting with the comedian Eddie Caddy, and they kicked off with Jamaican patois and saying about, you know, Jamaica, are there any Jamaicans in the house? And the arena, the Co-op Live arena, just went crazy when they heard that. They also gave a shout out to the people of Jamaica and Hurricane Melissa. And yes, it just kept going. So there were a lot of Jamaicans in the house, I have to say. And then when she came on, yeah, it was just fire. Just a great performance. She was like in the middle of the audience performing and then worked her way around to the main stage. And I think people were very surprised to see her there and just like really delighted. She performed in Manchester last year, but I don't think anyone expected her to be at the MOBOs.
Yeah.
You know, Shensia made some waves at the show, but we have one artist who has been making waves since his release. So I guess you know who I'm talking about. Vybz Kartel took home the award for Best Caribbean Act. Was that a surprise, or everybody's kind of expected for him to win that award?
There was no surprise. I think that because it just flashed up, you know, on the big screen and then flashed away, I think people were surprised that there was no speech from Vybz and that we didn't get a little bit more. But he did close the show last year with Spice. So I think because we had Shensia, you know, everyone was kind of cool with that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference as well with our audiences and also what they wanted to portray because, you know, Slick Rick has been an advocate for Jamaica. I don't know if you know about him. He's one of the original rappers.
Yep.
He left England at 11, born to Jamaican parents, went to the Caribbean, went to New York, still staying like with the Jamaican kind of like family around, and, you know, doubled up with Dougie Fresh. And he paved the way for all the rappers, and he's still acknowledged as one of the greatest. So he was there representing Jamaica. So, you know, for many people in the UK, he needed to be saluted. And we need to remember, you know, there'd be no Vybz or anyone without the likes of Slick Rick.
Now, speaking of Caribbean and celebrating and just like acknowledging where you come from, Olivia Dean was one of the persons there, one of the night's biggest winners. And when she went up and she made her speech, a lot of people were surprised at a couple of things that she said. Talk to me about what she said.
Well, I'm going to preface that with a month before we had the Brit Awards. So we had the Brit Awards. And at that awards, Olivia Dean surprised everyone by saying, you know, I'm the granddaughter of immigrants. So she alerted everyone to the fact that she was of Guyanese heritage. And again, when she stood up this time, she acknowledged all the women that had paved the way for her to be there. And she went back in time. So people are really loving her, not just for this great album, The Art of Loving, but for the fact that she's really owning her Caribbean roots.
Yeah.
And also, you know, Black women who've paved the way, particularly in these tough times when, you know, artists don't really speak out in that way.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, okay, she's got conscience and she's, you know, she's about the legacy of the Caribbean and championing that.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, Karen, when you and I were talking last night, I was surprised that she owned it in that way and was so public about it. And clearly she's like, listen, as a child of an immigrant, I'm proud that she said it on such an international platform. So I'm like, so now I love her even more. I love her before, but I love her a little more now. Not so, Duffy?
I think people, yes. Yeah, people are really like surprised because particularly when someone's starting out, they're really frightened to say anything about their parents or their
Upsets
grandparents
everybody.
or own it, particularly, you know, in the UK now. And yeah, you know, everyone had their cameras ready for when Olivia Dean was making the speech at the MOBOs. And, you know, one of my friends she was capturing it to send to her daughter because she's saying she's such an inspiration. She wasn't so much of a fan before, but now she really is. And she wants her, like a 14-year-old daughter, to have someone to look up to, someone who's talking sense, as we say.
Yes, love it. Love it.
You know, the MOBO Awards, they really celebrate and endorse our music, black music, black excellence, and our community by, you know, in a wider space. You know, what are your thoughts about their continuing efforts to just endorse and put black excellence on the wide stage?
We have to kind of like celebrate Kanye King for doing that. To have an award ceremony that's still going 30 years on, and in the UK, and particularly in the last 6 months or so, we've learned that BET is not going to have the Soul Train Awards anymore, or their Black Awards. And so to really have this going and having, you know, really huge names come in and perform and also represent British talent is important. The importance of the MOBOs as well is saying this is the influence of black music. So it's music of black origin. So as well as celebrating black excellence, we had like Manchester's H perform, but it's also a nod to say, you know, as white artists, as Asian artists, wherever you are from the world, in the world, black music is the foundation. So that's also why it's so important, because every time, like even the mainstream talks about MOBOs, they have to acknowledge the influence of black culture in a time where, you know, sometimes people feel that that's been erased. And that's really important, that Kanye is able to keep that message going on, and particularly at a time of like illness as well for her. And everyone really appreciates that, because it's not easy for black music to get airplay. It's very difficult in the UK for reggae musicians to get airplay. And so this puts black excellence on an international stage.
I love that. And so Karen, the person that you just mentioned, she's the creator of the MOBO Awards some 30 years ago. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. Kanye King. Yes.
Yeah. And also, real quick, Karen, I know that you're also championing women in music, like the creator of rock, for example. Tell us quickly about this, because you're charting an academic path as well.
Yeah, so I want to acknowledge the role that black women played in music and in music popular culture. We have women from the city of Manchester who have sold millions of records all around the world. Nobody knows their names. And so I've been working to get them commemorated in the city of Manchester, which is known for Oasis and, you know, all of these indie bands. But what about the black music that comes from there? And in 1964, the creator of rock and roll, and also the creator of the distortion and the twang on the guitar, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, came to Manchester and played on the gospel and blues train. And, you know, she's the influence behind Chuck Berry, Little Richard, the Rolling Stones, and Tracy Chapman, Brittany Howard. And so that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
Yes, Karen, thank you so much. I'm glad to see you come and you joined us. Thank you so much. How can we find you on social media, real quick?
So if you find me Soul of Manchester or Kaz Gabay on Instagram, and you can check my new podcast, which talks about reggae and dub poetry, You Ought to Know, on YouTube.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for joining us, Karen. We're going to have some more Daytime Live right after this, but DJ Maria is going to turn the music up. Turn it up the DJ Maria. We're going to have a good vibe. Take a quick break. I will soon come back.
O famoso 16 toneladas.